What gives you a sense of meaning? Maybe it's doing work that you're good at, or being a great parent, or acting in service of others. When you think about it carefully, many of our greatest sources of meaning in life come when we have the opportunity to combine our unique skills with the capacity to help others and contribute to our community. In life, sometimes providing a service to others can be the best form of giving to yourself. So, for example, in work, perhaps you have the unique position where you are in a place of work where you have full capacity to use your mastery every day. You have autonomy, you can do what you want to do, and you're doing something you're good at. That's a place where people often feel like they're contributing the best parts of themselves. But not everybody is in that position with their work. They may still be trying to get to that place. That's an admirable goal that we should all try to work towards, because ultimately, if you can find a way to use your unique skills, you can feel a sense of self-worth much more than if you were just doing a job that you were trained to do and didn't feel like it was some unique gift that you had to give to the world. So I encourage you in your workplaces to try to find a way to modify your job to use your unique skills. Maybe it's not necessarily that you have the perfect fit for you in terms of training, but you might be able to use some other soft skill like compassion or being very friendly with others. And if you're using those skills every day, you'll find a sense of joy out of your work that you might not get if you just focused on whether you have the training or not and whether the job is living up to expectations of your mastery level. In the home, it's another great place to try to use your skills to contribute to others. So whether if you're a parent or a spouse, you can find ways to use your unique skill sets to give to others and in a way get love in return. If you, for example, have children and they're sick, you're using all of the information that you've gained as an adult around things like, you need to rest when you have a fever, you need fluids, all this stuff. You have a lot of information to give to people, even if you're not a specialist. You always have some kind of advanced ability to contribute in some way, even if you might not think of, well, oh, I just know what to do if someone has a fever as being very helpful. You're actually providing a great service to others in part because of the gifts and the education and the learning that you've acquired in your life. Another way that you can be very giving in the home, even if you don't feel like you have some kind of exceptional skill set, is to try to listen to other people. So we talked a little bit about the 5 love languages in one of the past meetings, and making sure that you're listening to the love languages of your partner and your kids so that you're actually giving back to others in a way that they can receive that is really important. That's another place where you can use a unique skill of listening, of thinking through problems and kind of evaluating, how do I need to do things differently to provide more to others? You can use that in a way that contributes both to yourself and others, because you'll have more self-worth when you are giving to others in a way that shows that you have certain traits that are inherently good and valuable. Another way to give to others is in the community. So one of my friends recently said that if the top minds in the country are not willing to serve, where are we? If you're in a position where, in the ivory tower and nobody else is really contributing anything other than to the bottom line, and they're not giving to their community, they're not serving their country, they're not serving their community by, providing pro bono service or providing things like meals to the homeless or something like that. If there's no way that you're contributing to the community in some way, you in effect are hoarding some of the skills that you've learned in your life. So if the people that have the maximum level of skill are not actually spreading that around in the community, it's not great for them and it's not great for the community, obviously. We would have a much better community if people spread out those skills a little bit. So essentially, there are many benefits to service, both to you and to others. There's research on happiness boosts that you get from helping others. And there's also research on how feeling competent and feeling like you have mastery can give you a sense of happiness as well. So if you're in a place where you can find, hey, what are my unique skills? How can I develop these? Whether it's I have curiosity or I have compassion or I'm really skilled at this particular technique that I need to do for work, you can develop those skills and find a way to use those skills to give to others in order to boost your own happiness. Lao Tzu once said that loving someone deeply gives you courage. And I found that if you are giving to others of your love, your compassion, your time, even if that's all you have to give, then that can give you an immense amount of courage to face your world because it increases your own self-worth to say, I have something, see how much I did for others. So Toastmasters, when in your life have you been called to serve? And what traits and skills do you have that could benefit others? If you can identify some, are there ways that you can use them more in your home, in your work, and your community to help others and yourself? Thank you.